Hey there and welcome. Have you heard of these types of videos? Or have you actually watched these types of videos where there is a certain man who's spiked or wearing a suit that's has spikes, seemingly goes into the jungle and meets up with animals, and then he gets attacked by these animals, and then these animals run away because obviously they find out he's like a hedgehog and he's spiked. Now, these can be generated using Sora 2, and I'll show you how if you stick around. We have an example video right here at 9 million, close to 9.5 million. I also want to show you how you can generate a video like this one that makes it look like this guy has been escorted. This is a Sora video, so there's no copyright. I can play this on video here on tutorial on this course. And so he's escorted. Now, this is not a real video, obviously, but a lot of people believe this to be true. Okay, a lot of people believe this to be true. No, it's absolutely AI. I mean, even if the police officers have all kinds of shackles on this guy, they wouldn't be able to contain a man of this size. But I want you to notice how many millions of views have watched this and the time. Right? It only took 20 days for them to get 65 million views. So for this video, they probably earned like a 6K, 5K. Right. So here, this is another example. This one is also a particularly high earning type of video because it can go viral in a short amount of time. And it's actually pretty interesting type. So let's just let me give you a glimpse. All right. Of course, there's no violence here. Nobody suffered anything because it's AI. It's not real. Now, I'm also going to teach you how to do this, though I think this one has music, so I'm going to deactivate the sound here. But these guys, they tried to, or not tried, but they just basically started exploring a different concept, right? So instead of the old fashioned concept of the Spike Man, they kind of generated this concept of someone in an indestructible ball, and then at the end, somebody there shot the gun to scare these lions off the guy. All right, and you can see that even with 32 videos, this channel has 24,000 subscribers. Okay, with such a low number of videos. So there is potential to go viral. There is potential. It's not a promise, but there is potential. Now, how can we go about doing this? Well, first and foremost, you need some example images because with these AI tools, right? With these AI tools, you need to give them concrete examples. You need to give them the absolute concrete examples of some images, all right, that they can comprehend and understand your perspective. Now, I have this one, it seems perfect, but it does look heavily photoshopped for some reason. Let me try this one. This one looks good as well. So I'm probably just gonna settle for that first one right here. So I'll take this particular image, okay? And well, let me just see if I can find anything better. I think I can. All right, this one seems better. Okay. So I'll copy this. I'll probably ask the AI to kind of make the spikes a little better, but I'll copy some of this. And then I'll go to gemini.google.com or just go to gemini.com. They'll take you to gemini.google.com or search for it on Google. Activate the Nano Banana tool by clicking on create an image, and then you can paste an image like that. Now you can say the image attached is a viral concept or viral TikTok concept. It's an AI image of a guy dressed in a metal spike suit, goes out to the jungle to lions and ferocious wild animals, and they cannot touch him. They cannot touch him because he's wearing a heavily spiked suit. Right. metal spiked suit. Now I'm going to say generate a 9 by 16 inches better image than the one attached. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to generate our own version of this, and to make it better, next thing we're going to use Sora 2 to turn that into a video. I'm hoping that Sora is not going to start doing its thing and not allowing us to generate these videos, because at times Sora can be quite pathetic. That's the least I could say. Now, recently they started asking for phone verification, which is kind of interesting, for a software phone verification. So they kind of like, they're trying to check if you are really from the US. Now, over here, you can see that we have, this image, and, it looks cool, but I'm going to say I didn't ask you to generate a replica of that. How about you just generate one from your imagination as my starting frame? The key is that it must look real. Now, sometimes Gemini can actually not take the orders quite well. Like in this particular case, it thought that I'm just asking it to kind of edit that first one and to add wild animals. So they added cheetahs in the background, if you can see them. They added hyenas, and they also added more lions and lionesses in the perspective, or in the effort to equality between the genders. Even AI has been programmed for that kind of stuff. I mean, it's not that I'm trying to make fun of it, but you know, those kinds of extreme ways to program the tool can sometimes create a dysfunctional tool. Now, what I'm going to say here, I'm going to say I only want man or the spiked interacting or standing next to a hostile lion. He must be wearing a helmet. His full body is protected, while the lion is angry. All right. So we're kind of getting in there, right? We're getting in there. So here you can see it's still kind of adding that cheetah. I mean, there's no way in God's green earth that a cheetah is going to be 3 meters apart or 2 meters apart from a lion pride. That's just not going to happen, in history, because cats see each other as enemies. I mean, cats see each other as enemies in the streets. I mean, when it comes to lions and stuff, that's even worse. They don't not only see each other as enemies, but if they come close, if the cheetah comes very close, even by 40 meters, 50 meters close to a lion's pride, then he will be killed. Okay. Now, here, I don't like the way the spikes are. I'm going to say it must look like the lion is trying to chase away the man. The man's suit must have a very long, sharp metal spikes. Redo. So kind of getting in there. I could have taken this one, but his face is not covered. So when his face is not covered, they could just, with a paw, the lion could just get the face. So that's the last thing I want. I want to make sure that the face is covered with metal as well, so that whenever they kind of just try to touch it, there's that spike. I mean, I'm not for animal cruelty or anything. This is AI, but this is a concept that's proven to get millions and millions of views. You can just go and check TikTok. There's plenty of people doing it that with a lot of results. There's even a channel like this one, for example, Cool AI Fun, is built specifically just for this type of content. They also have gotten millions of views. All right. Now, I think this one is better, though I actually might not like the angle of attack. But Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to copy paste this image right here. I'm gonna say now, write a prompt. Actually, instead of writing a prompt or asking it to write a prompt, I could do it myself. Now, first and foremost, I go back to Sora. By the way, for Sora, it's able to create some crazy stuff. Okay, let me give you an
Gizmo.
example. This is
Gizmo.
Larry King. Okay,
Our first guest tonight is Gizmo. Gizmo, what's your take on Palestine?
What?
well,
Larry, I thought we were going to talk about the letter T. Politics isn't
actually,
really
that
my
Still
topic.
get to T.
topic there. All right, I respect Palestine, and I love them. I don't want to watch a video making fun of them, right? But you get the point. So you can do some crazy stuff with these AI technologies. I mean, for God's sakes, you have these guys making it seem like
They say these
they're
are
Spanish
loud. Watch
singers.
this.
I mean,
Oh dear.
what is this is so insanity. This is really insane, as you can see. Now, what else do we have? Right, let's see. That's just dancing there. All right, we have these little rodents in the sauna, uh, like a dog trying to be muscular. It's just some of the craziest content that you can ever find. Well, I mean, some people are taking it the extra. They're taking it to the extra mile, even far further than that. So what we're gonna do is, first of all, I'm going to copy this image, paste it right over here into Sora. Number two, I'll make sure that this video is 15 seconds. I only want one video, and you can start to describe your video. All right. So I'm going to describe it as a lion attempts to attack the spiked warrior, but he felt the spikes are dangerous and ran away while the man started following the whiny running away lion. Funny scene in the savannah. All right. So, of course, you can make your own prompts. You don't necessarily have to rely on AI for that. Now, I'm going to show you some examples of what my own prompts could do. Like this, for instance, I always show this image. There you have it. I mean, that's kind of hilarious. All right, so now usually, sometimes with ChatGPT, it might consider that some scenes are against its guidelines, and it might actually Sora, I'm saying here, and it might just not generate the video. Okay, but in this case, I think it will just not have any issue with it. In the meantime, I want to show you some funny video that I created. I try to create like a funny UFC face off, but you can see that it's kind of very inconsistent to the point where we no longer see anything, in the midst of that chaos. We no longer see the player, the fighters. The slap was weird. It was hilariously weird. That's just very awful. Just look at the way he slapped him. I mean, the way he slapped him was very funny. It was very AI, but those are just some of the things you can do with Sora, of course. Here, for instance, we have an example of a guy walking on a fine line in the sky. Now, the only thing that gives this stuff away is that Sora logo, okay, or Sora watermark. You might be asking me, well, how can I get rid of that? How can I get rid of those watermarks? Well, there is a software. It's called Bilo, okay. bilo.ai, and you can just paste your published Sora video onto it, and it will entirely remove the watermark from the video, which is the reason why this video was generated with Sora, but you can see that there is no Sora watermark because it has been removed using bilo.ai, okay? Or some other software. Bilo.ai is not the only one that exists out there. There's plenty, okay? But that's just an example that I decided to show you. All right, here's another example right here. These ones are also going hyper viral. Last moment escape show like nice flexibility and how flexible a mouse is. You know, those are also some very incredible types of videos that you can generate. You can also do videos like these, for example. Right? There's plenty. Once you get your mind into it and you start thinking, there's plenty of stuff that you can do, really. And for the most part, you need to start using these tools for filmmaking. Think about it like this: making films nowadays using AI is the next best thing. I think that in a couple of years, YouTubing or YouTubers are just probably going to be out of business because of the amount of AI films that are going to be there. We have a school specifically decided dedicated to this. If you are interested, but we think that's the next best thing. It's just from experience of being online for 6 years. I mean, I can tell that when something is gonna be the next best thing. I can tell because of experiences and because of past things I didn't invest my time into that ended up becoming great. I remember getting somewhat early into the KDP space, but I had hope, even though I got quite early at that time in 2019. I kind of hoped that I got into KDP much much earlier. I basically wanted or hoped that I kind of got into it 2017, 2016, when it was really like a money making machine. There's people that made millions from it. Just like in the drop shipping era, I wished I got into it in 2017, 2016, back when real money was made. All right, so this video seems to have been generated. I don't know why they kind of
What's the matter, King of the Beasts? Not so keen
they
on a
kind of
hug
changed
now,
the
huh?
size.
Come on back. I thought you were brave. That's what I thought.
But they kind of did it their own way. This is not
What's the
how I
matter, King of the
want it to
Beasts?
be. I think I didn't choose the size. Yes, so I went with landscape instead of portrait. So that's my issue. I'm just gonna go and change the size. All right, I'm gonna change the size right now, and I'm gonna say lion attacks the man in metal spiked armor, but the man survives the attack since he's wearing a solid steel spiked armor. And then I could say lion. Um, then a ranger came and shot his rifle into the air, and the lion ran away, leaving the man alone. All right, so I'll do it this way right now, and I think that this is going to be better, and it's probably going to take less time as well. Because I mean, the other one I didn't pay attention. My bad. I didn't pay attention to the fact that I didn't select 9:16 aspect. Okay, and here, if we analyze this video, there are a lot of good things to
What's the
take from
matter,
this
King
video.
of the Beasts?
You know? Now,
Not
some of
so
the
keen
good
on a hug
things
now,
that I
huh?
would take
Come
from
on
this,
back. I thought you were brave. That's what I thought.
some of the good things I would take from this is, let's say you were trying to make like a funny movie, and you want to make a funny movie about this guy. A funny movie. I'm not talking about 1 hour movie. I'm talking about a 2 minute movie. Of him challenging hyenas, challenging lions, challenging all kinds of folks. That could be hyper successful because you could definitely see that there is a population that would be interested in such content. Okay, because it's funny. The accent, I like it. And so yeah, this is as I said, AI filmmaking is the next best thing. Now, in the meantime, I think we could do some other examples, right? So instead of him being, attacked by a lion, I'm going to say, how about him now encircled by a, what do they call the hyena clan? By a hyena clan instead. All right. And of course, in terms of Nano Banana and Gemini, it can understand that, or in this case, what I'm asking it is just to edit that previous image or to get inspiration from the previous image to create like a new image where instead of instead of the lion, it's going to be about hyenas because we know how much people hate hyenas. And so that can also be something you explore. I mean, you have the entire jungle to explore, to be honest. You have like all the animals. I mean, unless it's like a rhinoceros, I don't see that there's any animal, at least with teeth and claws, that would dare to attack something, a man that has a steel armor and spikes. Unless it's like a rhinoceros. Even an elephant would kind of like feel pain. I mean, they would win, but they'll feel a lot of pain. But a rhino, I mean, definitely, you have that weapon. You know, we can do one for crocodiles. We'll try to do as much as we can. All right. Now over here, this is the hyenas. Right? So I'm gonna copy this right here, and I'm gonna paste it again, and I'm gonna generate another one. I mean, while the other one is also in the process, I'm going to do this one, and I'm gonna say a hyena clan is attacking a man in a suit of spiked armor. But every time they bite him, they bite his armor, they start whining in pain from the spikes. Real life, natural footage. All right. Okay, so let's just submit that request. Now here, I'm gonna say, now how about this man got attacked by a crocodile near a crocodile lake in the savannah. And we can go on and on and on and on. You can even do this for tiger. You can do this for, yeah. So think about any animal out there. You can do this for those animals. You can do these types of videos. I mean, if you have Google Nano Banana, all this is possible. All this. Nano Banana is the fuel. It creates the images for you. The images can then be transformed to videos. The videos can be posted. Now, here, one thing to notice is that these guys, their videos are like only 10 seconds, actually, not even 15. Okay. But, we're going to do it at 15. Let's see. Now, here, there are my videos are in process. One is pretty much very close. The other one is, still generating. And here I have an example for you as well. Man fighting a bear, resting a bear. This can also be extremely, extremely good. All right. You can have the people there talk in Russian if you want them to be talking in Russian. You just specify it in the prompt that the people speak in Russian instead of English. Let me check the image back here so you can see that he kind of is standing next to the lake, and there's multiple crocodiles. I kind of like this one as well. You can also kind of make it challenging by making it seem like the man is grabbing the crocodile's mouth. You just need to say, you just need to mention. Okay, I want the guy to have the croc by the jaws. Now here we have this one. It's ready. Let's check this out.
Hey, back off!
Thanks. I thought I was done for.
You're safe now. Let's get you out of here.
You can see that this is really insane. It's insane. Right.
Hey, back off!
Thanks. I thought I was done for.
You're safe now.
It's interesting that the
Let's get
lion
you out of
didn't
here.
get in. Just was that what I was talking about, movie stuff. Now here, if you post your video, you'll be able to find it in your list of posted videos, and you can get that URL, all right? And you can, as I said, you can post it onto Bilo, and inside of Bilo, you can, pretty much remove the watermark from it. Now here, let's do one more for the croc, so that we can go on and move on to explore some other style of videos. Now here for the croc, we can say crocodile bites the man in spiked armor, but the crocodile escaped due to pain from spikes. Real life footage. Real life footage, okay? I add that, or I emphasize on that real life footage because it's kind of always important to make sure that we remind the tool of that. Now let's do this one for let's try